Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Policies here and welcome back to a brand new video. So as you all probably know, this is probably the most important election we will ever have in our lives. This election is not really just between Donald J. Trump and Hillary Clinton. It's an election to determine, are we going to become a conservative, right-wing country in which we are anti-immigration, we're anti-trade, we're anti-Muslim, we're anti-Mexican, or towards a more open and tolerant society. These are really big issues. Donald Trump on one hand wants to completely get rid of Obamacare. He doesn't have any plan to replace it, and he's very interested in isolating the U.S. from foreign affairs, pulling bases out from Japan and Europe, and building a wall across Mexico and completely redoing our trade deals. He wants to go back to an isolationist era. Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, she wants to continue to have military bases overseas to ensure stability. She wants to increase trade with different countries to ensure that the U.S. is continuing to be part of the global market, and she wants to be more open towards people from different cultures. These people are absolutely, totally different. And this election is really an inflection point within American history right now. And a lot of people are probably thinking, well, how is this different than the election between Mitt Romney and Obama? Yes, Mitt Romney was a conservative, but there was no way he was going to cut the U.S. off from international trade, or he was going to pull military bases out from overseas and completely redo relationships with Europe and Mexico and Canada. He wasn't going to do that. He was probably just going to take us a little bit backwards regarding some of our more social policies, such as abortion and different types of civil rights issues. But he wasn't a far-right candidate like we have with Donald Trump. So pretty much this election is going to determine what the next 50, 100 years are going to look like in the U.S. If we elect Hillary Clinton, we will see the U.S. continue to go down a road of openness and open trade and open society, and the U.S. will continue to be one of the most diverse countries in the world, allowing anybody that has skills and wants to pay taxes to come to the U.S. and work. With Donald Trump, it's going to be harder. 11 million Mexicans will get deported. A big wall will be built, which will give a bad sign to other countries, and he's going to destabilize different parts of the world by pulling military bases out. So these candidates are absolutely different, and the main reason of this audio is to say that at this point of time, you either need to vote for Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. Voting for a third-party candidate is a wasted vote. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not against third-party candidates. I think that third-party candidates have their role in elections, and hopefully one day the U.S. has multiple parties like different countries in Europe does, but this is not that election. And Gary Johnson and Jill Stein did not have high enough polls to be able to get into the debate, so they're pretty much not going to really be an important role in this election. There's no way in the chance of hell that they're getting any hope ever of being elected in this election. It's less than 50 days before the election now, and all eyes are on Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And if you are a Republican or a serious right-wing person, but you don't like Donald Trump, well, if you vote for Gary Johnson, you're giving your vote to Hillary Clinton. It's the same way if you do not like Hillary Clinton, but you're progressive and you're liberal and you vote for Jill Stein, you are literally throwing your vote away and you are pretty much electing Donald Trump. This race is not a four-way race like the pollsters have been showing and like the news is showing. This is a two-way race. And like I said before, it's not that I'm against third-party candidates. I think that a lot of times they bring new ideas. They can really shift elections. And that's the scary part. If you're a Donald fan, or you're a Republican and you want to see conservative values, going towards Gary Johnson is just giving the victory to Hillary, and vice versa if you vote for Jill Stein. And these candidates have not been able to raise enough money to really get their name out in the media. The media is not really paying attention to them because they're just so weak in the polls, And with just less than 50 days, there's absolutely no way they can capture the majority to actually win the election. So I just want to advise everybody to just focus on these two candidates. Make your choice. This goes out to all the progressives. This goes out to all the people kind of on the fence. Don't look at Jill Stein and Gary Johnson right now. They're a completely wasted vote. This is a two-way race, and make your decision. And let's see what happens.